Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here, welcome back to the railway and welcome to a bit of a bonus video. Now I don't normally put up a video on a Tuesday, but there's some quite special announcements that I'd like to make today, because recently YouTube has introduced a whole number of new ways in which I can give something back to you guys for all of the wonderful support that you have given and continue to give to this channel to keep it in business. Now to start with, I want to say right off the bat that any profit or revenue that I might make from these ventures is going to go back into the channel to make sure that I can keep making videos and keep affording new models so that I can keep up the reviews and that sort of thing. The idea from all of this is not to get rich. That's never going to happen. I could get an actual job and make a lot more money. So yeah, the idea isn't to get rich. The idea is just so that I can get by, really. That's the idea. And basically that's been working pretty well this year. So fingers crossed we can continue. So the first really exciting announcement is memberships. You should see, if you look down below the video, you now have the option to become a member of the Sam's Trains YouTube channel. Now for a small monthly fee you get all sorts of different perks for becoming a member, and I'm going to be adding more, by the way, so if you've got any ideas for extra perks do let me know and I will be adding more as I think of them. So the first perk is that you get a badge next to your name on any comments or chat entries that you might make on the channel. You get a little Bullman badge, which I think is quite nice. Also you're going to get access to all kinds of awesome new emojis during the chats and live streams and such. There's a Bullman one, there's a Christmas Bullman one, there's one of Gadwell, there's all sorts of stuff. I think there's a Thomas one. So you've got cool emojis that you can add in the chat. Another great perk from being a member of Sam's Trains is that you're going to get early access to all of my videos. So you get to see them all a day before everybody else, which means you can get those early comments in and you can give me some feedback before the main videos go out. Hopefully that will be quite an interesting perk for you. Another cool perk is going to be a monthly exclusive to members only, it sounds like a posh club or something, doesn't it? Live Q&A. So it's basically going to be a monthly live stream which members only can join. It's going to be quite a small event, obviously just a small number of people, so it's quite private, quite an intimate little place to chat. We can talk about stuff, ask questions, and maybe even get some behind the scenes stuff on the channel. That's something I'm planning to do. Which brings us on to another perk. I'm going to be making a lot of monthly behind the scenes posts to show you how I make my videos, what sort of thing might be coming up in the future, and also to get your thoughts on it as well. So again, if you like the behind the scenes stuff that I did with James's accident, you're going to like being a member, because there's going to be quite a lot to see on the behind the scenes front. What I thought of doing is I might set up a webcam in the corner of the room and actually film myself, the whole process of filming a review. I think that might be quite interesting for people, especially if you're thinking of starting up a YouTube channel. And finally, on the perks for becoming a member, I know there's quite a lot. I think the minimum was one perk, but I've done about 5 or 6 in the end, but this is the last one for now. You're going to get a free request per series of live streams. So for every series of live streams that I do while you're a member, you get to send me a request and I will run it during one of those live streams, absolutely free, which is something that I know a lot of people like to do. So that is channel memberships. For a small fee every month, you can become a member of Sam's Trains. You can become one of my engineers, as I'm going to call it. I know, don't cringe, I'm cringing just saying that. But yeah, you can become a member. There's a button down below which should show you how to do that, and I hope all of those perks are going to be awesome fun for you, and you know, you're going to be VIPs basically if you become a member. If there's any other perks you'd like me to add or think about adding, please let me know, because I want to make this as worthwhile as I possibly can for you. So another very exciting development is merchandise. For the first time ever, I am now selling merchandise, and some of you American viewers might have already seen that because YouTube's been advertising it. I didn't know how to stop YouTube advertising it. They've gone crazy. So yeah, you will have found out about it already, perhaps if you're in America. Now, merchandising is not something I ever really wanted to do, because to my mind it's something that pop stars would do, or you know, YouTubers with 1 million subscribers. It's certainly not really for the likes of me, who sits up here in his loft and films his toy trains. However, ever since I started wearing the Sam's Trains shirts, loads and loads of people have been asking for it. I've been getting, you know, a handful of comments every single week asking for it. And, you know, you've eventually worn me down, and I've decided that, all right, I can do it. I found a way to do it relatively inexpensively, and there's quite a range of good stuff. So as you can see, I've got these shirts. This is the Bullman shirt, and the Bullman shirt is actually in a few different colours. I've got a couple of them here. I'm not a very garish person, so I haven't bought the bright colours, but if you like your bright colours, I've got those. Now, if you are brave enough to buy one of these and then dare to wear it in public, I take my hat off to you. I don't think I'm brave enough for that, and who knows, there's no telling what will happen to you if you actually go out to an exhibition wearing one of those. But if you want something a little less garish, there is a traditional Sam's Trains shirt with Gadwell on the front. front there. And again, there's a whole load of different colours. I think these are my favourites. Now, I've always said that if things are too expensive, then it's hypocritical of me, because I'm on about other manufacturers and things and how much they charge for their products. So that's why I've always been reluctant to start selling merchandise and stuff. However, I have managed to get these under 20 quid. That was always the threshold. If it was over 20 quid, I was not even going to consider it. The recommended price that Teespring set, and that's the company that are doing it for me, is over £20, but I've managed to knock that down a bit. Obviously, I'm not going to make as much money from that. In fact, I won't make very much at all from them, but it does mean that obviously it's not going to cost you guys the earth. And actually, I ordered these only about a week ago, and they're here already. I wasn't expecting them to be so quick. So, they're going to be great for Christmas if you want to pick up a t-shirt and support the channel. Again, that's just a way of you getting something back rather than just sending me a super chat and not really getting anything in return. There's also more stuff in Bullman's Emporium. There's also mugs, as you can see. I have ordered a couple of mugs, but they haven't come yet, but I'm hoping to get those pretty soon, so you'll be seeing those hopefully before too long. And there's also phone cases. I know a lot of you guys have got phones and things. I don't actually have an iPhone. I've got an iPad, but not an iPhone. But if you do have an iPhone or an Android, there are phone cases for those as well, which I think look quite cool. And for all of the merchandise stuff, it's called Bullman's Emporium. That's the name of the shop. There is a link in the description so that you can go down there and check it all out if you want to. Let me know what you think anyway. Finally, I've gotten onto the merchandising stuff. I've done it in a way so that it doesn't matter if people aren't interested. But if you're one of those people that have been asking me to do this, then there you go, you've got it. And hopefully it will be quite cool to have people in Sam's Train shirts. Again, if you dare. I know it's not exactly a cool thing to be going around showing, is it? But if you think it is, then that's absolutely fine by me, and I thank you very much. So there we go, some very exciting new developments for the channel. I hope you enjoy them. Ultimately, that's the whole point. Like I say, I'm not doing this to get rich. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but it's looking like there are more and more ways for you guys to support the channel and keep it going, which has to be good news, I think. So thank you very much for your continued support. By the way, if you don't want to take part in any of this stuff, if you don't want to buy merchandise or become a member, that is absolutely fine. All of my content is still going to be freely available, and actually just you guys turning up and watching the videos and hitting the like button and sending a comment is actually all the support you need to give. I do appreciate that massively, and that is, the ultimate flattery really, for me to have people come back and watch my stuff every week as they do. So I really appreciate that, guys. But thank you very much for watching. That's about it for today. Stay tuned for tomorrow, something a little bit interesting and probably a little bit spooky coming up quite soon. So I hope you like that. Don't think too bad of me, please. And I will see you all very soon. All right, cheers everybody.